So listen, thanks so much for joining me to have a chat today. How are you? You're on tour in Europe at the moment, am I
I'm
right?
good, man. Yeah, my bus just pulled up in Hamburg, Germany.
You ever been before? Are you going to do a bit of exploring while you're there?
I love this. I love this city. It's the kids are really cool, man. Everyone's really like individual. I love it. It's sick.
Absolutely. And I just want to say as well, congratulations on the brand new song with Willow, Memories. It is banging. It's so good. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm glad, man. It feels good, man. Everyone's going nuts. We've been playing it in the past couple nights, and I'm just like, it just keeps getting more and more crazy. You know what I mean? Every night. And yeah, it just feels sick. I love it.
Yeah, I say that's also quite nerve-wracking too, playing a brand new song to an audience. So you're kind of looking at everybody in the crowd going, what's their reaction going to be like?
I think I'm really lucky because like I don't really call me fan base. I call me family. Like my family, like they just go crazy for everything. So it's like we played it the night it came out in Paris before midnight. We played it like 10 o'clock and then it went crazy. But then the day afterwards, everyone knew all the words already. And
wow.
We've played it in Poland last night and then in Luxembourg and in Berlin since. And it's just been going off every single night. Mad. Can't wait.
That's so exciting. Yeah. Oh my God. I know. Cause you obviously had to reschedule your date to the Three Arena on the 10th of June, which is literally just around the corner as well. So I'm so excited about it. It's going to be such a good gig. And
like, I can't believe we're playing the Free Arena. It's like crazy. Like it doesn't feel 2 minutes till since we're in Vickers Street, and now we're about to sell out the Free Arena, and it's just completely unfathomable.
I know, and it's such a huge venue as well. And you know, it's probably not even big enough to fit all of your Irish fans at this rate.
Dude, it's crazy. As I say, I love playing in Ireland. It's always a riot. You know what I mean? I adore it every time, and everyone's always so loud and full of passion, man. And I'm buzzing. I can't wait.
So coming back to the song, obviously with Willow, it's such a huge collaboration. It's such a great song. How did it actually come about?
To be honest, I think she's amazing, and we've always followed each other on social media. I think she's really refreshing. And we were just like, we've got to do something together because we're quite energetic. And we met up for a drink in London. And then 2 weeks later, we were in the studio in LA and Memories came out like, bang, one try.
Wow.
Felt like a little bit of an home run, to be honest. So
yeah, there's a bit of a spark in the studio, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was mad. And then it just happened very quickly. And I just think, I love her. I love what she's doing. I love what she stands for. I love her voice, and I love what she's doing for rock and roll. You know what I mean? At the minute, I think there's such a cool thing happening in rock music because it's pissing a previous rock generation off, and I think that's what rock and roll should do when it's right.
Yeah, no, completely. Do you know what though? I actually would love to bring this up too, because you know, off the back of that, you addressed quite recently in an NME article that there's like this huge misconception about you as an artist, and people have questioned your authenticity, which is just insane. Why do you think that is?
I think, to be honest, I think as you get bigger, I think Yungblud became a caricature. You know what I mean? Yungblud became like, hello, I'm Yungblud and blah, 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 and wear pink socks. But the biggest misconception about me is people think Yungblud is me. When it's not.
It's everyone.
It's something that a community turns to. It's something that I turn to. It's like, if you want to go see a great singer, or if you want to go see someone play guitar, go see Joe Satriani or go see Lewis Capaldi. If you want to come to a place where you will have your soul lit on fire and feel more love in a room that will make you question your whole existence, come see a Yungblud show.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what you're about. You know, you're not about, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not about the, you know, flash, you know, hits that you just kind of like churn out in order to gain popularity. You're more about the community that your music brings, and, you know, reaching out to that person that might not feel accepted, or, you know, like you're a very, I think, authentic and real person, and that's what music, I feel, genuinely is to you. Would you say that that's right? It's not about,
Fully, I think
yeah.
I think with it all, as I say, it's not about what I sing about, it's about what we say.
Mhm.
And it's about making people feel like they can be who they are and have a voice, no matter where you're from. If you're from Fermoy, if you're from Waterford, if you're from Cavan, if you're from Dublin, if you're from Perth, if you're from Amsterdam, if you're from Dallas, if you're from Canada, it doesn't matter. You have something to say and you have a voice, and your individuality is beautiful. And I think, like, as I say, for the past couple of years, as you get kind of, I think if you're saying something truly authentic, people are going to misunderstand it because they don't believe it's real. And that's all right. And it hurt a bit at the time. But as I say, like I talked about Lewis earlier, like Lewis was there for me a lot as a mate. Me and Lewis Capaldi are really good mates. And I think kind of this all happened to us at a similar time, you know what I mean? And we kind of spoke to each other about it a lot, because we put out our first song together, and then a couple of years later we're playing arenas all over the world, and we're two completely different artists from completely different spectrums. But I think with it all, it's like you got to humanize yourself sometimes. You know what I mean?
No, true. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'd fully agree with you too, because I feel like to deeply connect with the people who listen to your music, you have to speak your own truth. You can't say, right, let's pretend that I broke up with this person and I'm going to write a song about how I felt and how horrible it was. If that didn't happen to you, people can sniff that a mile away.
And that's the thing about it, is it's like all Yungblud's about. It's not about its songs. It's not about how many records I sell. It's about it's about invigorating a fire in people to speak out and make a difference in the world, regarding sexuality, race, gender, loneliness, abuse, trauma. It's about how many people are at my gig, not how many records I sell. It's about making people feel beautiful for being who they are, no matter who they are. If you're weird and strange and extraordinary, or you just want to be normal, or you want to be thin, that is your right, and you are beautiful just the way you are. That's what it's about. You know what I mean?
I love that. It's kind of like, be unapologetically yourself, despite who you are, where you come from, what your experiences are, you know?
That's it. And I think I love it. And it's loud, and it's bratty, because I said I'll fight for equality, but I never said I'd fight for it politely.
No, well, who would want to fight for it politely, to be fair?
Never promised that. You know what I
mean? No. And I fully agree with you. And Mick Jagger seems to have your back, at least with, you know, obviously singing your praises about rock music and what you stand for. And do you think, in a sense, that you're kind of reinventing rock music in your own way?
I think rock music's such an interesting thing to say, isn't it? You know, I mean, everybody called me a punk at the start of it, and I think that's where people can compartmentalize me and put me in a box, you know what I mean? But I ain't a punk, you know what I mean? I think punk's dead and you're next, you know what I mean? I think punk can be pretty pretentious, and rock can be pretty pretentious, because Jagger said it beautifully, and it was such an honor to hear someone say that it's not about a rule book. And I think that's what a lot of kind of people who are trying to hold on to rock music, and whatever that means, there's so many rules in place. Rock and roll is about energy and defiance and freedom. That's what it's about. It's not about holding on to what's been before, or how many, you know what I mean, how many exploited t-shirts you've got. It's about what you bring into the world and what you say. That's what's rock and roll. You know what I mean? That's why you don't have to. It's about, Jack Black said it the best in School of Rock. It's about sticking it to the man. You know what I mean? And what an honor from a real rock star, in my opinion, obviously like kind of invented the word. Mick Jagger is such a massive inspiration to me, both as a frontman, as a visionary, as a spokesperson for a generation. And I will never ever forget that compliment, and I will work hard to make sure I don't let him down or eat his words, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a huge compliment, and to have someone like that in your field, basically saying, yeah, like, of course it's rock music, you know, look what he's doing. He's changing the face of rock music just because you had an idea of what rock music is supposed to be based on what you
That's
grew
the
up
most
listening
un-rock
to.
and roll thing ever. Do you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like, let me implement what I believe on you. It's like,
Let me put this into a subcategory. Like, you
that's not rock
don't need
and
to do
roll.
that.
That's a
No,
science lesson.
I know, exactly.
You
Don't
know
get
what I
it.
mean?
Don't get it. Don't get it. But listen, I also wanted to touch a little bit on the podcast you did as well. You really kind of strive, I think, to connect with your fans on another level. You know, obviously they came on, they spoke to you about their experiences in life. How was that?
That, as I said earlier, like as this thing gets bigger, I never want to lose the connection that I had right at the beginning. I meet every single person who comes to my show. I look them in the eye. I want to talk about them. It's all about going, what you have to say matters. What you have to say is important. So it's like, how can I get back to that place where I can be a 100 cap club in Temple Bar playing music? You know what I mean? It was like, how can I speak to them like that? Because they make me feel seen in the way that I think that maybe I make them feel seen. It's like, all right, if you have a story, if you're going through something, if you have a question or a query of the world, or you've got something that you want to say to the world, why not do it on a podcast where millions of people will hear it and maybe be educated by you, or maybe relate to you, or maybe be able to get you. Yungblud is all, I want it to be a network for people to find friends. Like my favorite thing in like at every show, I always do like a free meet and greet for the first 50 people who got tickets. If you got the first 50 tickets, I'm going to give you a cuddle and be like, thank you for being in this community. I mean, my favorite thing in the world when people say it's that I've been outside since 5 a.m. and I've made so many friends in the line, and I've made so many friends in the crowd. It's like that thing about, I can walk into a venue and I can look at anybody in this venue and I can say, I can have anything. They have something in common with each other. You know, what I mean, literally about that's what I want. I want a place to stadiums, not because of me, but because of each other. Mm-hmm. I want people to see each other, not come and see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally get you. Because even when I was listening to the podcast, I felt like, even though, you know, you're this huge rock star, you do stadium tours, you put out these amazing songs, and that can be seen sometimes as intimidating. But there's I think there's a huge personability about you, you know, that these people come on, they chat to you, and you're just chatting to them. And it's so normal, and they open up to you quite easily, you know, and that's hard to find in someone, I think.
That's the thing. I think the thing about it is, there's been such, as I say, when you get bigger, there's always an opinion about someone. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting to me, because I wish I could have 15 minutes with everybody who hates me. Because I would because I think that's when you really connect to a human being. You realize, oh, maybe it's not fake, or maybe, oh, well, he's just a dude, or whatever. He's just a person. And I think like, I can't have that, but I want to meet as many people as I can in this world. And I want to, like, I think kind of where I came from, and I spent a lot of time in my imagination as a kid because of what happened with my upbringing. And all I ever wanted to do was meet people and make people feel seen, and them to see me back for who I am. And I'm so lucky to be able to do that. And I think that's what really is this career is about, and it's got much bigger than I ever expected it to get. So I want to keep trying to connect to people on a real level as this thing kind of keeps growing and going, you know.
When you talk about wanting time to talk to people who hate you. Just to quote you, I found this so interesting and I loved it. You said, "My mission is to make those people slagging me off wear a Yungblud t-shirt next year."
That's the thing, because it's not about me. It's about them. Hate is only a mirror. And if I can say, hello, this thing isn't about me, before you kind of judge it by my image, how loud I am on a 15-second clip you saw me on telly.
God
Like,
forbid.
I met a stag do in Lisbon, right? I was having a pint in Lisbon, and I met a stag do, and one of the lads was like, "Hello, you're Yungblud, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And a stag did, one of the stags, the stag came down. He was like, "Well, my girlfriend loves you." There's someone at my door. So it was like, anyway, he's saying, "My girlfriend loves you, but I think you're a bit of a knob," because he didn't think it was, he was like, "Is it real? Is it real?" And then we sat for 25 minutes and we spoke and we connected. And then they found out that it was, I think, with it all. And then he came to the show, and then his mate texted me, manager, and was just like, I've connected to all his songs, and I never thought I would. And it's like, it's about people connecting with people, Yungblud, not some bratty kid on the outside. It's like, give it a chance, give the message a chance. You know what I mean? It might not be a thing. It's not even about the music. It's about what the music's saying and what people are saying to each other. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I don't see myself as a musician. People get weirded out when I say that. I see myself as like a communicator or a party host.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that.
Almost like, come here and feel alive.
Yeah. No, I completely get what you're saying. And it's just interesting that you're able to then sit down with people and explain that concept. And then it's like something clicks and they go, yeah, like, why did I come up to this random stranger? To you, he is a random stranger in a bar, and say, yeah, I'm not a fan, or whatever you had to say. There's no need for you. There's just no need, I think, for people to say things like that. Then you have to kind of look inwardly and go, why did I feel the need to say that? You wouldn't say that to a person that you met, a friend of a friend or something.
I think
it's weird.
I think it's that thing. I think people see it as a caricature, and it's about humanizing. Yo, hello. Come on, I'm just gonna.
It could be your lunch. Who knows?
No,
Bring me to the door.
I ordered lunch. I'm just gonna take you to see someone. Hello. Oh, did someone order strawberries? Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. I think someone ordered strawberries.
Strawberries. That's the most random thing to order to a hotel room.
Probably my girlfriend.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, I will let you enjoy your strawberries. Thank you so much for chatting to me today. Love the tune with Willow. It's amazing. And obviously we're so excited to see you in the 3 Arena on the 10th of June. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be crazy.